not Gemma at all. This is the Klimt panel quilt top. We never did this as an actual show. We sold the constituent parts. I put it at one price and Gemma went, no, your fabric costs more than that, don't be ridiculous. But how beautiful is that? This is just the quilt top, but this is all Robert Kaufman and Klimt fabrics. That is rather stunning. I have one of them. 012 is the number, it's the code for that. 012. The cushion covers are just cushion covers, they don't have the cushion pads. And this is a Tilda one here. I'm going to go overhead for this one. So this was a log cabin. You've got the little bunny in there. This is the Sanctuary collection. Back to natural seeded. And that is the Tilda log cabin cushion. N12 is your code for that. Now, this was last week's quilt. And it is available. This doesn't have a code on it because this did actually go up for sale last week, but I sort of forgot to tell anyone. And it does help if you let people know. If you would like the Arctic quilt, we sold out of those kits within a day. So, well, by the end of the week anyway. So if you would like the quilt with none of the hassle, then there it is. There it is. If you put the Arctic peaks, then that will come up for you on the website. This is Spinning Daisies. This was made back in September 2024 by Lovely Jane. This is a fat, this is a half-metre heaven make, so you can make it out your half-metre heavens. And there it is, that's your Spinning Daisies, to have two different fabrics going on. So the fabrics that we have here, we have got, we've got those beautiful stars. And then you've got a Rose and Hydrangea by Philip Jacobs for the Kaffe Fassett Collective. And I'm just, oh gosh, it wasn't Moda. Who on earth did those stars? Oh, it escapes me. But they were ever so beautiful and we had all the different colours. They were really, 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 really pretty. Anyway, the code for that is M12. That is all backed. Everything. It's even got a thing on the back by Jane. This one has got a William Morris backing to it. And this is the quilt. I love this one. I'm sad I don't have enough space to keep it. It's just crisp and fabulous. And if you would love this one too, then that is L12. That's the code for that one. L12. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Jane and I were saying we just can't... We're really surprised at how many things... We're always surprised at how many things we've made. This was one from just the other week. K12 gets you this one. It's got chambray fabric. It has got Kaffe Fassett fabric in there. And that was a little one that Jane made. And it's backed in Liberty, by the way. Backed in Liberty. So, you know, win-win there. It's all good. Tiny stars are Adita Sitar. Do you know what? I wanted to say Adita Sitar. My brain. If you want a peg bag, I've got so many of these. I don't just keep pegs in them. When the kids were little, I used to put nappies and stuff in them. They're really, really, really handy. But if you want a pre-made peg bag, it is yours. J12 is your code for that. Now, let's have a look then at cushions. I should charge so much more for these cushion covers, but we just do not have the space. This is a Moda Star cushion, all Moda fabrics there. Absolutely stunning. This is one of Jane's designs. I12 is your code for that one. I12. just beautiful. Now, if you love your star cushion covers, and that is a cushion cover, then maybe you have a more bold colourway in your home, then we've got this one here. And this has got metallic in there. It's a more modern take. Very striking on the black background. But that is H12. And I don't know if Gemma paid any attention to my pricings or just went rogue. She could well have gone rogue. This was Jane's little, I mean, that's just a beautiful little blanket for, little kids. It's got variegated thread in there. So beautifully, beautifully quilted. This was her crumb quilt. It's only £12.99. G12 gets you that. But that would, or if you've got little ones that have teddy bears in, oh, bless you, Jane. She's sneezing. If you have little ones with teddy bears and prams, perfect. Perfect, perfect for that as well. And they love the colours. Now, this is a Lisa Chandler apron bag. I just thrown off the end of the desk. And this, Gemma made me put the price up. She's like, the fabric alone, Tash, cost more. And you've got pockets inside. This just needs the handles sewing in. F12 for that one. And then this is a Lisa design, but in Kaffe fabric. And then this was another one that Gemma went, fabrics cost more than you've said. Because look, I lined this one in Kaffe. This is all Kaffe Fassett Collective fabrics here. So this is the Chinatown tote, but in Kaffe fabrics. And she's like, and it's Styleville fixed, Tash. You cannot buy those consistent parts for the price that you wanted to charge it out at. Anyway, I have one of those. So if you would like that, please do get it. I would keep all of these if it was down to me, but apparently it's not. This is the carpet bag. Now these handles alone, now you see this is what I mean. It just needs its turning through gap, sewing up. This is the carpet bag. It uses quite a lot of tapestry, but these handles are fabulous. You can untwist them and you can change them out with other bags. This is the carpet bag that is massive for storage. I should really keep it for moving house in, shouldn't I? So if you need to put extra in, then you can. And that is your big old carpet bag there. The handles alone were worth a lot of money. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? The handles alone were worth a lot of money. But there it is. That is a big old bag. I have got it in the blue William Morris. I also have it in the green honeysuckle with the tan ones. Now again, this one needs its turning through gap, sewing up. But there it is. That tucks in there. And there, you've got it. So that's that bag. So they're the tapestry bags, the big tapestry bags. I'm just seeing if I'll have to find it later. Yeah. They are big old bags, but they take up space. Cannot have it taking up space. This is my ruler caddy bag. B12 is your code for this one. All done in Kaffe. It's the Kaffe fabric inside. Actually, it's a branded one inside. Philip Jacobs there, Kaffe there. It's a proper Kaffe Fassett collective. Even the binding along the top is Kaffe. And you can put your mat, your cutting mat in there. It might have been the cutting mat bag actually. And then your ruler, actually your rulers fit in those ones, don't they? So I've only got one of those, obviously. And there it is. And then if you do want, this is the elephant ruler bag. This fits your big rulers in. Or it's just a big bag. It's entirely up to you. This is the one, this is the elephant one. And the code for that is A12. There we go. Let's have a quick break from samples and just show you very quickly some bolt ends. The Tara Bar fabrics. So we've got the Timeless fabric. We have got Shine On. I love these fabrics. And we have also got Cool Waiting. they are the last now of those fabrics. So if you've loved them, I've got 1 meter there. I've got 52 inches there. I've got 56 inches there. So that's 142, 132, and about a meter there for you. So if you would love any of those bolt ends, they are now loaded and available for you. Also, I have got these 3 left. These are the Cloud 9 Fat 8s. So you get 20 Fat 8s of organic. Oh no, hang on. I've got a Art Gallery fabric Fat 8 there as well. 20 Fat 8s, either Cloud 9 or Art Gallery fabrics. That's the hair fabric. Jane loved that. She had a bit of that. There he is in that one as well. All sorts of beautiful, beautiful fabrics in there. And they get a free pattern with them as well. So Fat 8s, 20 Fat 8s, lucky dip from the manufacturer. And away you jolly well go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Right, let's have a look then at what else. We're now on to the smaller makes. Let me grab another bag, another box rather, to put these in. Trying to be slightly organised. Gemma has done a cracking job in getting these loaded. Right, okay, so AR12 is your drawstring wash bag. This has got a sparkle PU on the bottom and the waterproof William Morris fabric there. I remember having an argument with Izzy when this came in. She's like, you can't put glittery stuff with William Morris. And then I put it with the William Morris and she went, oh no, it looks lovely. It's like, yes, yes it does. So this is your drawstring wash bag. Beautiful. This has been such a popular make. So popular. And if you would like one of those, then it's yours. I have got one of Lisa Chandler's scarves. So these are massive. Got it in orange. We also did a pattern where you can change this with 2 lines of stitching or something ridiculous from a scarf into a sarong. So sarong into a kimono. But if you would love this, this is Under the Australian Sun, which I might be able to get a little bit more of. Lisa and I were chatting this morning. I was like, what fabrics do you actually have left? She's like, well, Natasha, we're going to talk tomorrow, see if I can get anything more from her, because we've just got none of her fabrics. This is AW12. This is the cork and wooden handle bag. It is lined in William Morris fabrics. It's got a little popper on there when it's not got a sticker on it. So it poppers together. And then you've got those lovely chunky wooden handles there. That's up for grabs. Oh, this is fun. These were the 10-minute any size pouches. So you can either buy the one there in the black, and they're all lined in the same fabrics as well. AX12 gets you just that one. Or, look, because the idea was that you could nest them. So you could buy these 4. And they've all got really beautiful zip pulls on. That one's got a star. These are chunky. But yeah, if you want all 4, I think that one needs its turning through gap sewing up. In fact, they might all need their turning through gap sewing up. But then we've collabed on it together. There we go. So those are an option for someone. Now these, right, let's talk about these. These are the Liberty Scissor Keep and Needle Keep. So scissor holder and needle keep. These are we did these so many years ago, but they're timeless. And I just remember on one show, we're like, right, let's just show how you can keep all your needles and threads together and pinned in there. So it will come with those pre-pinned in there. They go as a duo. Now, in finding those, I also found a couple of these, and this was the original needle keep kits. with Liberty. I mean, gosh, these are as old as God. This is your Liberty in the roses. I don't even know the names of these. They are so old. But you also get your felt as well for the inside of your hexie needle keep. The colour of this, I've got one with I think a pinky lining and the rest are all white. You get your H640, you get everything that you need, even down to the ribbon to tie your hexie needle keep. So if you fancy, and the instructions, so if you can't fancy making your hexie needle keep, I know how old these are because of the weight of the paper. Through lockdown, these are pre-lockdown, because through lockdown I couldn't get this weight paper anymore. So it's more like card. So they are your needle keep options. If you want them pre-made with a matching scissor holder, then do. And there they are. And then, oh, I love these. We could not keep these zips in stock for love nor money. AV12, this is Lisa Chandler leather topped pouch. And it was super easy. They were super easy to make because of the zip top. You just sewed the zip top on. I've gifted so many of these. But anyway, AV12 is your code there. It's all style-villed, so it's nice and smart. I made this one the other day. This is your perfect pouch. I mean, I should call it the perfect pooch pouch because it's got little French bulldogs on there. AU12 is your perfect pouch in Art Gallery fabrics, lined inside with Art Gallery fabrics as well. So if you'd like that, that is available as well. This is your easy peasy phone clutch. You've got a fob on there, so you could just have that as a key ring if you wanted to have it separately. This is all lined in Sanderson fabric. It's got pockets. And this was bought, and it's PU on the outside. This was brought about by Gemma's mum, who had just had an operation and wanted to take her phone with her on her crutches so she could get around. Now, we've got a few smaller items. Maybe we'll go through those all together in a minute. This is the Ascot scarf. And this, again, done in Kaffe Fassett Collective Fabrics. These have got tassels on. They've got the fish nose tassels. When you get this home, before you wear it, if you want to give it a little wash, because it has been hanging around our warehouse, when you come to wash it, just take the tassels off. They are poppered on so that they can indeed be taken off, so that you can, as and when you want to wash it, you can, I don't think it's been worn by anyone other than to take a photograph, but if you want to give it a little wash, then you can do that. That is your Ascot scarf. It takes a ½ metre fabric. It's really, really lovely. Then this is the very original infinity scarf, pom-pom with the pom-pom trim. This is the one in the photos, so this has been on to be modelled. But yeah, so when we were in lockdown, that's how old these are. When we were in lockdown, I saw more of Kaffe and Brandon than I did my own family, which was just crazy. And Brandon said to me, you know, in Italy, they're making scarves look so cool, and they're doing them as infinity scarves. So this was requested that we did this pattern by Brandon himself, and this is what we did. And there it is. Now, sticking with Kaffe for a moment here, this is the rivet handle bag in Kaffe on the outside. This is trellis fabric, needs the turning through gap, needs sewing up. You've got the handles there, you've just got to pop the rivets on. That's all. So if you've got rivets, it's only going to take you a second to do. I do not have that time to do that, but there you go. That's why it's the price it is, because you've still got to finish it off, but everything is there. Now this is the really useful one. This is done in my favourite shot cottons. So again, this is Philip Jacobs for the Kaffe Fassett Collective. We do still have this pattern. I've made this out of cork, out of fabric, hence why it's called the really useful one, because you can have that as a little makeup bag or a pencil case or just a little pouch to keep whatever, your rotary cutter and whatnot in. But it's just the most beautiful fabrics, and that shot cotton is divine. There we go. Now this one, has got a price to it because these handles alone retail at $9.99 each. So, and it is lined in velvet. But if you would love to have this, then do. What I would say is, if you're not going to ever take these out, what I've just done with mine is I've unscrewed it, put a little dab of glue in those so that they don't, because these will twist otherwise, so that they don't ever come undone. That would just be my little thing, my little top tip. That is the grab and go bag. We did that the other day. Yeah, Gemma says she's still loading at speed. So if there's anything that you've seen, just keep refreshing your page. Gemma is still loading. They will be loaded by the end of the day. But if there's anything there that you are desperate for, just keep refreshing, keep refreshing, keep refreshing. Now this was never a shirt. It sort of was and it wasn't. It's a dark grain cork pencil case inside and out. This was kind of an experiment by me to see if you could do the all-in-one bag in cork. And yes, you can, and it makes a really sturdy pouch. So you could have that as a pencil case, or you could keep your scissors in there. It's entirely up to you, but it's cork inside and out. And then this is your essential wash bag. You've got cork, you've got William Morris there. This is the waterproof William Morris here. It's lined in emerald. It's got a zip pocket on one side there. That goes all the way up there, by the way, so it's a roomy one. You've also got a lanyard with it, and then you've got pockets there. So that is your essential wash bag there. Fiskars. These are the easy action scissors. Have I got mine anywhere to hand? I might have. Yeah, here we go. These are my ones. And so if you've got any kind of hand problem, it just makes life easier because they spring open. So if you're doing a lot of cutting and you just want something that's easy, rather than having to hoik the scissors open all the time, they just spring open. They're brilliant actually for cutting out patterns because they just glide, because they are flat along the desk there. I've got one pair left. That's it. And also these Fiskars are heavily reduced as well. These have got the oh gosh, I've forgotten what the they collaborated with a China company. Anyway, is that you've got your blue and white china there. Sew Me Something. This is Jules. Jules's patterns. This goes from a size 8 to 22. This should be £20. Huh? Moomin. No, they're not the Moomin ones. Aren't they? No. They're the ones that they did with the ceramics company. Oh, yes. The other blue and white ones. This is your Sew Me Something pattern. The Peas Blossom. We do have a demo of her doing this, with Jules making this somewhere. This should be £20, but she went under a little while ago, so we can sell that now at whatever we like. So that's £5.99. They're the last of them. We've bought them. They need to go. It's beginner friendly, and it will work very well with those scissors. Here we go. 40% off this little bundle. This is your long quarter bundle. I did tell you it wasn't just samples, it was fabrics as well. We've taken 40% off here. A 7 long quarter bundle from Carolyn Gavin. I just love these fabrics. They're so beautiful. And I've got a handful left. So if you just want them in your stash, get them in your stash. Do that thing. This was a different take on the grab and go bag. It's not as expensive as the other one because these handles are far cheaper. This is a round handled version of the grab and go bag. R12 is the code there, and inside it is all lined with beautiful, beautiful Kaufman metallics. I don't mind if that doesn't go. I'm really happy to keep either of those bags, but apparently I can't keep them all. Now you can get both of these together, and they've got paw zip pulls on as well. And these are all lined in Kaffe. So there you go, both of those together, they go as a pair. Your code there is AI12. Now let's have a look at something. Well, yeah, just keep refreshing. If you can't find anything, please do keep refreshing. These are some of the little cork makes. I did promise you something for every pocket. So this is the folded wallet. Again, Robert Kaufman metallic fabrics in there, and then you put your cards in there, and then coins or whatever in there, and it's all riveted together. AS12 is your code for that. Let me just get this bag here because I've got lots of little bits and bobs in here. AF12 is your nesting tidy in Lewis and Irene. So if you would love your Lewis and Irene nesting tidy, then do grab that. If you would like the tea bag holder, including tea bags, then that is $8.99, and that's Z12 is the code for that one. If you would like, this is the money and phone bag. This is George Mendoza fabrics on a gold sparkle cork. It's lined with George Mendoza. It's all edge coated, and it's got, handle's got a little bit squashed there, but that will come good. And it's got a leather tied handle on there. If you would love that, then go for it. That is W12. Now we made these the other day. These are the double-sided carry cases. I've got one with a handle. Now with these, you've got pockets both sides and a pocket in the middle, and you've also got little wee pockets there. And I have got that T12, or if you would like S12, this one has got different hardware on, so you'd have to have a handle, but they have got those rivets on there, and they are rather swanky, gorgeous. Now let's keep on the close-ups here. This is one of my absolute favourite Kaufman fabrics. This is from the antique books, wasn't it? Absolutely beautiful. And again, folded wallet. Y12, if you would love that one. And again, it's all edge coated, all done. This is the Kaufman trolley holder token, or you can put your plectrums in, and again, Kaufman there. Freddie has one of these on his bag, X12, so that he's always got an emergency pound, so he can always make a phone call or anything like that if he needs to. These are the Liberty Bear wallets. This could do with an edge coat, if I'm honest, but I haven't had a chance. In silver with Liberty V12. If you want the pink velvet one in the dusky pink, he's rather fabulous. We love him. We love him. And then lots of little Italy bits here. I've got two of these, and these are dark cork. They're all edge coated, and they've got Liberty, they've got Tilda, sorry, on the inside. What they do have, these particular ones, they've got the star clasp so that you can attach them onto your key ring. But these are your cable tidies, so your cables just tuck through in there. And if you want to pop the ends so that you can get to the ends, then they tuck through there. I've got 2 of these in the Tilda and the dark grain. I have got, whoops, 1 in Liberty with the star. I have got 1 in Liberty with just a rivet. So that one's cheaper because it doesn't have all the hardware on it. Still does the job. If you want one that poppers, then I've got a Liberty popper one. If you want one that poppers with a plastic popper, then we've got that. And then the last of the little ones, I've got a little cork pouch here. These are super cute. That has got Kaufman on. And then if you want it out of the fabric, because we did a fabric version too, this has got Liberty and Tilda. And they both have on the back these, so you can hang them, you can pop them on your key ring, or do whatever you need to with them. I think we're getting to the end of everything now. I think the last thing then is the see-through bag that we had on the show the other day. So yeah, have a rewatch, see which ones you want. Gemma is loading like a crazy loading person. Next week, what are we doing next week? Gosh, I don't know. We hopefully pick up the keys tomorrow so we can start moving stuff across. So please bear with us. The next 2 weeks are going to be absolute mayhem for us as we start to move everything across. This is a warehouse move. It is our home that we're moving. It is our animals. It is everything. It is a massive, massive move. Huge for us. So please do bear with us. Just moving the warehouse was bad enough, but moving everything is mega. So please bear with us. Whilst we might have the odd recorded show or whatever, but we will continue to bring you fabulous items, and of course lots of sales goods. Yes, Jan, it is like charity work, isn't it, buying from us at the moment so that we don't have to pack it and take it with us. Let's have a little look, see if you guys are all happy, if there's anything there that you've gone for. Let's have a little look. Just check in with you before I go. It's a bit of a super quick show, that one, isn't it? Let's have a quick look. And of course the patterns for these things are all readily available if you want them as well. Tina's here, Claire's here, Joy's here, Brenda's here. She's dog sitting. 2 lovely cockapoos. Whilst the granddaughter and the family have gone to Legoland for a few days. Oh, how lovely. Sophie's here, Debbie's here. It's good to be back. Had a power cut all day yesterday and night, so couldn't place her order. No! Julia's here. Peas Blossom is a great and easy pattern. Well, you can get it now for $5.99. Was it Wedgwood for the scissors? Wedgwood bought them, but Råstrand was the pattern. And I'd struggle to say that, which is why I try not to say it. Anne's here, best of luck with the move. I feel like I've been harping on about this move for the last, well, we were told by our landlords a couple of months after we moved the studio in that we would have to move out again. And we've been looking for 1.5 years. That's how long this has been. It's been so stressful. But now we've found the most beautiful place. We're so, so excited. Tina's here, Janet's here, Sue's here. I don't remember some of those makes. That is the other beauty of these shows, is that you can always go and grab the pattern and rewatch the show because the patterns will have the dates on for those shows as well. Jan is here and watching as well. So grab what you like, have a little look, and just check out all of the fabric clearance as well and the bolt ends, because there's a lot going on there, an awful lot. So have a little dig and a rummage. Just keep an eye on Facebook as well for various deals that we'll do over the weekend as I clear my way through the warehouse. I had no idea how much stock we carried. it's been a bit of an eye-opener for me how much stock we've just been sitting on. So it's been a very interesting experience, and great really, because we're like, oh, well, we've got 2s or 3s of that, we don't need that anymore. And then you get to benefit. So it's win-win all round. But thank you ever so much for your support. Thank you ever so much for joining me. Have a good dig around. Joe says, hope it all goes well. I'm off for a few days with a granddaughter. Grab the cave quilt as daughter is now coming from for Christmas from New Zealand, and it's a suitcase prezi she will love. Oh, Joe, how lovely. Thank you ever so much. Thank you, everybody. I will see you on Monday. Take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.